marketing manager of the SEM. Her name is Isabella Ainembabazi, who joins us this morning here in studio. Good morning, Isabella. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me, and good morning to you all, our viewers out there.
All right, and with her, she has moved with Timothy Masaba, or Timothy Masaba's moved with her because he is Joshua Cheptegei Development Foundation. He's a board member of the Joshua Cheptegei Development Foundation. Good morning, Timothy. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, viewers.
Okay, and in regards to the preparations for the Elgon Half Marathon, please do note that you can run in 3 categories available depending on how much gas you have as an individual. 5 kilometers, then there's 10 kilometers, and then the half marathon of 21 kilometers. Now I'll start with Timothy. Timothy, the foundation co-created the Elgon Half Marathon, which is part of sports tourism. One may wonder what inspired this decision and what do you hope to gain from it?
Thank you, Joram. The Elgon Marathon is in its 2nd edition.
Okay.
The reason why we took this direction is that our champion and Olympic world record holder, Joshua, is having a massive following in the athletic circles. So us to co-create a sports tourism event that gives us this agenda is key for tapping talent and reaching the community out there in this space.
Okay, and Isabella, you coming in as Ephenix, because you're representing the brand Ephenix. One may wonder, how do you come in? Is this the first edition you're joining, or you joined with the initial marathon?
This is our 1st edition.
Okay.
But initially we've worked with Joshua since April this year. He's our brand ambassador for Infinix Note 40 series. However, this year we are going to launch the Hot 50 series in November, and we decided that we would rather bring it closer to the community through participating in this run. And the cause of us participating into this run is bridging the digital gap. We understand that there is a lot of inequality when it comes to the digital world, especially in schools. So we are trying to bridge this digital gap through our new accessories, that is the laptops, the tablets. So it's not just about having smartphones, but we want to bring the digital world closer to schools that are undeserving. And with this, we've decided to start with the Joshua Cheptegei Primary School in Kapchora. So through this run, we are bringing out awareness about how there's inequality in schools. So after the run on 3rd of November, we shall be having a CSR where we shall be donating things like this kind of laptop, tablet, smartphones and smartwatches to Joshua Cheptegei Primary School. And then we shall also expand to other horizons to also have this course going on in the country.
And well, Timothy, when it comes to the Joshua Cheptegei Development Foundation, it focuses on talent promotion amongst the other things. And one may wonder, if I participate, for example, in this forthcoming half marathon in Mbale City in 2 weeks' time, how do I contribute to this motive and the objectives of the foundation?
Running the Elgon Run, first of all, is empowering the youth. Okay. 2, we are also tapping talent. There's also a message on gender-based violence.
Okay.
And the marathon itself is a ceremonial event, but post the marathon, with Infinix, we'll do the digital bridging, and we'll also do the gender-based violence education, and also the climate agenda. We'll be doing a lot of tree planting in the Elgon region. We'll be sensitizing on GBV in Amodat, Tororo, and Mbale. So there's a whole corridor of activities that will pre and post the marathon.
Well, and Isabella, you've mentioned something about the digital gap, and one may wonder, with the various products that you have as Ephenix that have penetrated the Ugandan market, how do you intend, and which initiatives have you had, if you can break down for us as a company, to ensure that you reach out to various areas within the country, communities and schools, in order to bridge this gap?
Okay, as a tech company, we started with smartphones, but this year we've introduced the laptops, the tablets, and we've made these items very accessible and affordable to anyone who would want to use them. We have also device financing for it. So through the use of our new products, we are going to bridge the digital gap through donations, starting with the Joshua Cheptegei Foundation. We also have initiatives to have tech labs or tech hubs built in schools. That is like universities. So next year we want to start with the big universities so that we can be able to give students access to technology. And this will also be done in partnership with telecom companies that will be providing free Wi-Fi or internet infrastructure to these schools. So through this, we are able to also contribute into the economy of the country, because we know that the global economy is all about being digital. So when kids have access to the internet, they're able to have probably jobs online. We're able to promote online marketing. We're able to promote online shops. So with all this kind of bridging the digital gap, we're able to also help the people out there, whether you're young, whether you're a student, whether you're a person who has a business, you're able to also have internet access or learn how to use these digital tools in order to promote your economy.
Well, Isabella, my country, and not only mine, I think everyone in the world would love good quality free things. And during the marathon, I wonder, will Infinix offer some products? Are there others that will be given some free gifts for taking part in the marathon? What is at stake there?
Yeah, sure. We've arranged a variety of gifts or prizes in this case for those who are going to participate in the 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, and 21 kilometers. So Infinix is going to actually sponsor the 10 kilometers as a color run.
Okay.
So, but with all the other races, they'll be able to win things like laptops, we have pads, we have smartwatches, earbuds, a whole lot of variety. So definitely, all of you have to come out there, participate, and get your chance to win one of our new products.
And Timothy, besides this Elgon Half Marathon, one may wonder what other projects are being looked at by the Joshua Cheptegei Development Foundation to ensure that you continue spreading the message of putting an end to gender-based violence, but also reaching out to various underprivileged communities. One may wonder, besides taking part in the competition or organizing this marathon, what else is the Development Foundation doing to ensure that the societies are really appreciated and developed?
There's a massive turn-up in sports in the region, and we are tapping into that. But post and beyond that, we are also looking at skilling the youth. We provide scholarships at various institutes, starting with Joshua's primary school. We have kids sponsored with Total. We have kids sponsored under Joshua's empowerment. We have there's skilling in tailoring, skilling in beekeeping. So if someone cannot afford the day-to-day education, even if we can sponsor it and their interest is not in that mandate, they can still take on life skills which can empower them to survive on a day-to-day basis.
Okay. Now let's also get into how people can participate in this particular event. How much are the tickets going for? And we really need to understand, are there specifics that if at all I'm going for 5 kilometers, I don't pay the same amount, or it's one uniform amount?
Running is at 30,000 Uganda shillings.
Okay.
You can register through the link. There's a link on the website of the foundation. You can also visit Ticket Sasa, and under events you can find the Elgon Run. 30,000 is general for the 21, 10 and 5K. All proceeds from this registration are going to support the activations that the foundation does.
Okay. And Isabella, let's talk matters corporate social responsibility, which many of the companies like the one you're serving or the one you're representing this morning does quite often. When it comes to the other, CSR responsibilities that you have as Infinix, after the event, what next, and what is Infinix looking forward to help, to putting out there for these communities away from Kampala?
Okay, beyond the run, looking at like next year's plan, we have things like focusing on education. So through our new products, we are definitely going to focus on providing schools with these digital tools. We are going to get into universities, build tech hubs. Then we shall also keep looking into sports, because we know sports is important. So not just about this marathon, but probably we are going to keep working with Joshua to keep pushing and getting more talent out there from Kapchora and other regions in different sports as well.
Okay, and away from that, just to also let you know, in a build-up to the SEM event, earlier this week when we had the UN representative from the UNDP, sorry, representative this here on Good Morning Uganda, lots of things were discussed, including gender-based violence and how it is part of UNDP's agenda to ensure that communities are definitely communities with issues such as gender-based violence continue to fight against such cultural vices in that regard. Now also with your 30,000 Ugandan shillings, you will definitely have size options for the vests and other tangible things that you would need during the race when you look, because we have double extra large, there's large, medium and small, and at the same time the 5 kilometers and then the 10 kilometers color run, which will be highly sponsored by Infinix, and then the 20 kilometers half marathon. And for those of you who are really geared up for the SEM, you should be taking part in this. But besides that, let me get back to the both of you, and this is a question for the both of you. Looking at some of the clear objectives of this half marathon, you realize it's to speak directly to communities and empowering communities. What, in your own opinion, do you think should other private sector players or other companies and individuals who are yet to join the cause do to ensure that, regardless of not being part of the marathon, they can continue upholding communities up there? I'll start with Timothy.
Yeah, thank you, John. I think on our part, because we have we are gathering a big platform of youth, and the youth today are the future for tomorrow. Many partners, especially in the private sector, can tap into this platform. They can tap into Joshua's following to empower them as future leaders with all the messages and all the activities and activations they wish to do. I think because of that platform with the youth and the generation and the messages we are trying to carry on, this is the right exchange medium for most private sector companies to get involved.
Okay, and Isabella, your take on that?
Okay, since we are a tech company, I would say that it's still open to other companies that are maybe probably not into tech, probably under health or something. But we can also encourage other private companies to participate into community development, not just through maybe a run or education, but we can look into health. We can look out into how a girl child is also brought up in school. Do they have the needs that they need? Or looking at orphanages, how we can also support them. So there are different ways different private companies can also be able to reach out to the communities.
Well, Timothy, let's get into the future now. This is the second edition, like you mentioned. And looking ahead, one may wonder, what ways are you, as the foundation, going to keep up this momentum to see that we have this half marathon each other year that comes up?
I think with the right partners, we want to scale this event to that elite level. Joshua himself is an elite runner. There's a lot of running athletes who are following in the same platform. Getting this race to that elite event level is what we would love to see. Today we have so many runs, so many causes, charitable and all, but for us to see that we tap into the talent space and promote the sports tourism and fight all these messages around gender-based and climate agenda, it's a win-win for the future that we make this an international platform to voice the youth and also voice the agenda of what the private sectors come on board to support.
All right, and let me get the parting shots from two of my guests this morning. One, I think in the parting shots, I will need the call to action of calling in the Ugandans to take part and participate in this year's Elgon Half Marathon. I'll start with Isabella.
So out there, to all the viewers, I encourage you to participate in the half marathon of the Elgon Run, which will be taking place on 2nd November in Mbale. Please come participate because it's for a good cause. Like you heard, there is all that gender balancing, the violence, the digital gap. There are so many reasons why you should be part of this, and I encourage you all to be there, and I'll see you there.
All right, and Timothy?
To all people out there, we call for that support towards the Joshua Foundation. We call for massive participation because all these proceeds and all support the foundation's activities in the region. Looking at second, this is a sports tourism event. We can't just look at second, we are looking at dates from like 28th up to Sunday itself. So the parks in Mbale, the Mount Elgon region are open. Just after the run, don't be in a rush to leave. Take a cup of coffee, Arabica coffee, visit the spaces in the CP Falls, the training centers where Joshua E has one, the National Training Center in Terriet. You can do a drive in this whole countryside and see what developments the government has put in place.
And also another question to the both of you. Are you going to run, and which kilometers are the both of you going to run? And
Definitely, I'm participating in the 10K.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think Timothy will be taking up the 21.
I think I'm going to do a lot of movement with the organization. So I think on that day, I may not be actively on the roads, but I know I'm going to be pacing a lot of pacing on at the venue because this event is under the foundation and we have to see its success.
Oh, something I also forgot to ask Timothy. After the entire race is done, what will be happening next? Are there some performances?
Yes, we have a lot of partners on board who are voicing their messages. We have the Ministry of Tourism, its agencies in UTB. They are doing a lot of tourism engagements on that D-Day. Post the run, there's a lot of information person at the grounds, Mbale Cricket Grounds. Partners like Infinix will be trading their gadgets. So anyone who wants to know more, who wants to understand, partners like Stanbic will be doing education and skilling about financial literacy, account opening. So there's a lot of all these people trying to use that same platform to do this the whole day. So the run may run for 3-4 hours. By around midday, it's done, and the grounds will stay open for all this engagement. There are prizes to be won. There are offers in the tourism space. So you never know, your opportunity may be on that ground day, and you visit a stall, you could get to know so much that you didn't know was happening out there.
Well, of course, tourism is at the forefront in this particular regard because with the various media partners on board, there's a lot Mbale City has got to benefit from this, from the side of tourism, the hotel and hospitality industry, and at the same time with the other key partners that will be part. So why not? You can buy your kit at 30,000 Ugandan shillings. Oh, how do they access these kits, by the way, Timothy?
Anyone who registers receives a response. While in Mbale, we'll have a center for distribution at Mbale Courts View and the grounds around. But while in Kampala, you can use some Total petrol stations. You can also visit the Infinix stores on Kampala Road. So all these are to facilitate people to see that all the means of reaching their kit is ideal. In addition, you can still reach the office, the foundation office, to make arrangements for your bulk delivery as a company, as a group, as a running club. So all these mandates are possible.
All right. And I'm just hoping that I'll as well get to Efinix and pick my own kit personally. But that said, my two guests this morning have been Timothy Masaba, who is a board member at the Joshua Cheptegei Development Foundation. Timothy, thank you very much for making some time this morning.
Thank you. Thank you.
And with him was the acting marketing manager of Efinix, Isabella Ainembabazi. Isabella, thank you very much for making time.
Thank you for having me.
And well, of course, all eyes are geared up for the half marathon or the Elgon half marathon that will be coming to you in Mbale City on the 2nd of November. That's a fortnight away. So why not take part? The kit goes for 30,000 Ugandan shillings, and you will definitely be able to make your way to Mbale on the 1st of November, which will be 2 weeks' time from this Friday. And maybe be part of this good cause, fight against gender-based violence, bridging the digital divide, and also really empowering the communities within the Bugisu sub-region. But that said, Good Morning Uganda does come to a closure this Friday. We shall be back on Monday till Friday next week as well, from 6:30 a.m. And to all of you who have been part of us this week, we can surely do it next week, same time, here on your national broadcaster. Have yourselves a blessed day and a good morning.